Welcome to this deep dive into nitrate-rich foods and supplements and their role in athletic performance. When we talk about nitrates, many people think of neon-colored energy drinks or complicated formulas. But nitrates are simply naturally occurring compounds found in many leafy greens and root vegetables. They are converted in the body to nitric oxide, a gas that relaxes your blood vessels, enhances blood flow, and helps your muscles do their job more efficiently. This presentation asks a simple question. Can you get all the nitrates you need from a healthy diet alone, or do concentrated beetroot shots and tablets have a place in your stack? As a lifter or endurance athlete, you probably care about getting evidence-based answers, not marketing slogans. So we will walk through the science, practical dosing, and the pros and cons of each approach. And as always, the AOFF perspective is anti-BS and pro-food first, which means we focus on what really works and how to incorporate it safely into a balanced diet. Let's start with a thought experiment. Picture a big bowl of spinach salad. Crunchy leaves may be some arugula and some colorful vegetables mixed in. Greens like these are packed with nitrates plus fiber and vitamins. Now imagine a tiny shot of concentrated beetroot juice. It looks small, but it can deliver 350 milligrams or more of nitrate in just 70 milliliters. The question we will tackle is whether the salad can really replace the shot. To match the nitrate content of a concentrated supplement, you would need to eat several hundred grams of greens, and the exact amount depends on the season, soil, and storage. So although whole foods provide many additional nutrients, their nitrate content is unpredictable and often lower than what athletes use for performance. Understanding this difference is key to deciding which option fits your needs. When we talk about nutrition, context matters. Nitrate-rich vegetables form the foundation of a healthy diet. They support cardiovascular health, deliver vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and contribute steady nitrates throughout the day. Supplements, on the other hand, are designed to deliver a precise high dose at a specific time, usually 2 to 3 hours before exercise. If your goal is general wellness, a diet rich in green leafy vegetables will cover your nitrate needs and more. If you are looking for a measurable performance boost in a competition or a tough training session, a concentrated supplement may be more reliable. Choosing between them comes down to dose, convenience, and how your stomach tolerates large volumes of fiber or strong-tasting juice. We will explore these factors to help you make an informed choice. Nitric oxide is a small but mighty molecule. It works as a signaling gas in the body to relax the smooth muscle and blood vessel walls, widening the vessels and allowing blood to flow more freely. This increased blood flow brings oxygen and nutrients to your working muscles and helps remove waste products like carbon dioxide and hydrogen ions. Nitric oxide also improves the efficiency of mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, so you use less oxygen to produce the same amount of energy. In the context of exercise, this can translate into improved endurance, better power output, and faster recovery. Nitrates from food and supplements are one way to increase nitric oxide availability by feeding a pathway that converts nitrate to nitrite and then to nitric oxide. That is why athletes and researchers have become so interested in dietary nitrates. Why should athletes pay attention to nitrates? For endurance athletes, nitrates can lower the oxygen costs of exercise, making each stride or pedal stroke more economical. They may also improve blood pressure and vascular function, supporting overall cardiovascular health. Many athletes report that nitrate loading delays the onset of fatigue, allowing them to train harder and recover faster. In the strength world, enhanced blood flow, often described as a pump, can improve nutrient delivery to muscles and support growth and repair. There is also emerging research on nitrates supporting muscle contraction, perhaps improving force production. It is important to note that the benefits vary based on your training status. Highly trained endurance athletes may see smaller gains than recreational athletes, and not all studies show performance improvements. Still, the potential upside is enough to consider nitrates as part of a broader nutrition strategy. The pathway that turns nitrates into nitric oxide is fascinating. It starts when you consume nitrates in food or supplements. They are absorbed in the gut, circulate in your blood, and are concentrated in your saliva. Your friendly bacteria on your tongue convert nitrate to nitrite. When you swallow, that nitrate travels to your stomach and tissues where it can be reduced to nitric oxide. This process is separate from the enzyme-driven production of nitric oxide from the amino acid arginine and becomes especially important when oxygen levels are low, such as during intense exercise. A key point is that antibacterial mouthwash can wipe out the oral bacteria that start this chain reaction. Studies show that using mouthwash around the time you consume nitrate blunts the rise in nitrate and reduces the performance benefits. Another point is timing. Plasma nitrate levels typically peak about 2 to 3 hours after ingestion, so you need to plan your pre-exercise dose accordingly. To make the most of nitrate supplementation, you need to protect the bacterial conversion step. Avoid using strong antibacterial mouthwash for at least a few hours before and after your dose. That means no swishing right before your workout or during the loading phase. If you want fresh breath, rinse with water or use a mild non-antibacterial option instead. Chewing gum containing sweeteners may also disrupt oral bacteria, so keep it minimal when you are dosing nitrates. These small steps ensure that the nitrate you take is converted efficiently to nitrate and nitric oxide, maximizing the benefits. You can find natural nitrates in a variety of vegetables. Dark leafy greens like spinach and arugula are among the richest sources, sometimes containing several hundred milligrams of nitrate per 100 grams. Celery and lettuce also contribute significant amounts, especially when grown in low light or cool climates. Beetroot and beetroot juice are famous in the sports world because they provide a reliable concentration of nitrates and are easy to juice or ferment. Swiss chard and bok choy are other good options, offering a nice balance of nitrates and micronutrients. The advantage of these foods is that they come packaged with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that support overall health. The downside is that their nitrate content varies with species, season, and growing conditions, so you cannot guarantee a specific dose for performance. One of the biggest challenges with relying on whole vegetables for nitrate loading is the variability in nitrate content. The amount of nitrate in a vegetable is influenced by the plant species, the soil, and fertilizer used, the amount of sunlight and water it receives, and how long it has been stored. For example, spinach and arugula can deliver over 300 milligrams of nitrate per 100 grams under ideal conditions, but the same serving could also contain less than 100 milligrams if grown differently. To match a 70 milliliter beetroot juice shot that typically provides 350 milligrams of nitrate, you might need to eat 3 to 4 cups of spinach or several stalks of celery. That might not be practical, especially before a hard workout, and the fiber could cause stomach discomfort. Understanding this variability helps set realistic expectations for what whole foods can provide. When you look at tables of nitrate content, you will see ranges rather than exact numbers. Generally, arugula and rocket contain some of the highest levels, often 400 to 500 milligrams per 100 grams. Spinach usually comes next, with 200 to 400 milligrams. Beetroot may contain around 150 milligrams per 100 grams, although concentrated juice can deliver much more. Celery and lettuce typically fall between 100 and 200 milligrams. These numbers are averages. Actual levels can vary widely. The key takeaway is that a typical serving of vegetables may provide 1 to 300 milligrams of nitrate, which supports daily health, but may not be enough for acute performance effects. That is why athletes often turn to standardized supplements when they need a precise dose. Besides nitrates, these vegetables offer a host of other benefits. The fiber in leafy greens and root vegetables feeds your gut microbiome, supports regular digestion, and helps you feel satisfied, which can aid body composition. They are rich in vitamins A, C, and K, which support vision, immunity, blood clotting, and bone health. Many nitrate-rich foods also provide minerals like potassium and magnesium, which help regulate blood pressure and muscle function. Colorful vegetables are packed with polyphenols and antioxidants that combat oxidative stress and inflammation, which can accumulate during heavy training. These compounds work together to support cardiovascular and metabolic health. So even if you choose to use a supplement for performance, keeping your base diet high in plant foods will support long-term well-being. Relying solely on whole vegetables for performance dosing does have downsides. First, the nitrate content is inconsistent, so you might not know whether you are getting 300 or 50 milligrams from a given serving. Second, hitting the doses used in research often means eating very large portions of greens, which can be impractical and expensive. Third, the preparation and chewing time required to consume half a kilogram of leafy vegetables is not convenient in the hours before workout, especially if you are traveling or on a tight schedule. Finally, the fiber that makes these foods so healthy can be a problem before high-intensity exercise, causing bloating or gastrointestinal discomfort. These limitations do not mean you should abandon vegetables, but they highlight why athletes sometimes add supplements when they need reliable pre-planned nitrate intake. For athletes looking for an easy way to increase nitrate intake, concentrated supplements come in a few forms. Beetroot juice shots are small bottles, often around 70 milliliters, that contain a standardized dose of nitrate. Beetroot powders and tablets are dried and processed forms that can be mixed into water or swallowed as capsules. There are also standardized nitrate extracts derived from beetroot, spinach, or other plants that have been carefully measured to contain a known amount of nitrate per serving. The appeal of these products is their convenience and reliability. Rather than guessing how much nitrate you are getting from vegetables, you can drink or swallow a measured dose, making it easier to time your intake around training. So why choose a supplement over a salad? The primary reason is dose precision. Research suggests that 6 to 8 millimoles of nitrate, which is roughly 350 to 500 milligrams, is needed to see performance benefits. A single beetroot juice shot or a scoop of powder can provide that amount in one small serving. Supplements are standardized, meaning you can get the same dose regardless of the season or the farm. They are easy to consume 2 to 3 hours before training, without the bulk of fiber, which reduces the risk of digestive issues. Many products also combine nitrate with other ergogenic compounds like citrulline, beta-alanine, or caffeine, streamlining your pre-exercise routine. These advantages explain why supplements have become popular among serious endurance athletes and team sport players. However, supplements are not perfect. They can be expensive, especially if you use them daily or for multiple training sessions each week. Concentrated beetroot products have a strong earthy flavor that some people find unpleasant, and they can cause beetroot, which is when urine or stool turns pink or red. This effect is harmless but can be surprising if you are not expecting it. Taking large volumes of concentrated juice or powder can also lead to gastrointestinal upset, such as cramping or diarrhea, particularly if you are sensitive to sugar alcohols or have a low tolerance for concentrated nitrates. Importantly, supplements are not a substitute for a nutrient-dense diet. You still need to prioritize whole foods for overall health, and use supplements strategically when a situation calls for it. So how do you decide between veggies and supplements? Think about what you are trying to achieve. If your goal is daily health, blood pressure control, and long-term vascular benefits, eating a variety of nitrate-rich vegetables is the best approach. If you need a reliable performance boost in a specific session, a supplement may make more sense. Also consider convenience. Carrying a small shot or a few tablets is easier than packing a salad. Cost is another factor, as supplements often cost more per dose than buying vegetables. Finally, consider your tolerance. Some people enjoy the earthy taste of beetroot juice while others prefer to eat their greens and skip the shots. Evaluating dose, precision, convenience, cost, and overall nutrition will help you choose the right tool for the job. There are times when vegetables alone are enough. Eating nitrate-rich vegetables daily supports cardiovascular health by maintaining endothelial function and helping to regulate blood pressure. Long-term intake of leafy greens is associated with lower risk of heart disease and better metabolic health. If you are not chasing acute performance improvements such as during off-season, maintenance training, or active recovery days, focusing on whole foods makes sense. People who prioritize a whole food philosophy will also appreciate the synergy of nitrates with fiber, antioxidants, and other micronutrients. In these situations, you can skip the supplement and rely on your diet to provide steady levels of nitrate along with broad nutritional benefits. On the other hand, there are situations where a supplement clearly wins. Before a race or a high-intensity training session, you may not have the appetite or the stomach capacity to eat half a kilo of greens. A small concentrated shot taken 2 to 3 hours beforehand delivers the nitrate you need without the bulk. Supplements are also useful for athletes who need consistent dosing across multiple sessions or competitions. Team sport players who engage in intermittent high-intensity efforts, such as soccer or basketball, have shown benefits from nitrate supplementation. People who experience digestive discomfort from eating large amounts of vegetables before exercise may also prefer a supplement. Remember, this is about matching your strategy to your goals and circumstances. For most people, the smartest protocol is a combination. Build your daily meals around nitrate-containing vegetables like spinach, arugula, celery, lettuce, and beetroot. Spread these servings across the day to maintain a steady background level of nitrates. This pattern supports blood pressure, endothelial function, and general health. Then, when you have a key workout or competition, consider adding a supplement on top of your usual diet. This food-first approach ensures you get the benefits of whole foods every day, while still giving you the option to dial in a higher dose when performance matters. When you decide to use a supplement, timing and dose are critical. Most studies showing performance benefits use between 6 and 8 millimoles of nitrate, which corresponds to about 350 to 500 milligrams. Take this dose about 2 to 3 hours before your workout or race to allow plasma nitrate to peak. Avoid antibacterial mouthwash or chewing gum before and after dosing so you do not disrupt the bacterial conversion process. It is wise to test your supplement protocol well in advance of competition to see how your body responds and to adjust the dose or timing if needed. These small details can make a big difference in how effective the supplement is for you. Nitrate supplementation is not one size fits all. Start with a lower dose to see how your body handles it, and gradually work up to the research-supported range. Keep a training log that tracks when you take the supplement, how much you take, and how you feel during and after your workout. Pay attention to factors like stomach comfort, perceived exertion, and any changes in recovery. Some people find that taking the supplement 2 hours before exercise works best, while others need a slightly longer or shorter window. Individual variability is high, so personal testing is essential. By refining your protocol over time, you can tailor nitrate supplementation to your unique physiology. As with any supplement, safety comes first. Nitrate supplements can lower blood pressure, which may be beneficial for people with hypertension, but could be problematic if you already take antihypertensive medications. Monitor your blood pressure and talk to a healthcare professional if you are unsure. Beetroot products can cause your urine or stool to turn red or pink. This is harmless but can be alarming if you do not expect it. High doses or rapid ingestion may cause gastrointestinal discomfort, including bloating, nausea, or diarrhea. If you have cardiovascular conditions or kidney issues, discuss nitrate supplementation with your doctor. And remember, children, pregnant, or breastfeeding individuals should avoid targeted nitrate supplementation because safety data are limited. Let us wrap up the debate. Nitrate-rich vegetables offer a wealth of health benefits and contribute to steady nitrate intake that supports everyday well-being. They are packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals that protect your heart and support metabolism. Concentrated supplements deliver precise, reliable doses when timing and performance matter, but they do not replace the need for a nutrient-dense diet. The wisest strategy is to adopt a food-first approach, eating plenty of greens and beetroot on a regular basis, and then supplement strategically for key sessions. That way you get the best of both worlds, long-term health and short-term performance gains, without over-reliance on any one product. As you walk away from this presentation, remember these key takeaways. Nitric oxide is a powerful messenger that supports blood flow, oxygen delivery, and exercise efficiency. Nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach, arugula, celery, lettuce, and beetroot can help you achieve a steady baseline intake, but their nitrate content varies. Supplements provide a reliable 350 to 500 mg dose, timed 2 to 3 hours before training or racing. Choose between foods and supplements based on your goals, taste preferences, convenience, and how your body responds. Most importantly, do not fall for hype. Listen to your body, prioritize real food, and make supplements a targeted tool rather than a crutch.